And we're going to cut back to the party. So we cut back to the party. So now it's just Ty, actually, because he's the only one that stayed behind.
And that's when I told Jenna that blondes are the top of the pyramid, brunettes are the bottom.
You're so right, Victoria. You're always so right. All the time. So you have no competition, so I guess you're just going to do this. We cut back to the party, and people are just chatting. No one's really worried because they're sure the lights will come back on, and they can get back to partying. People are just gossiping. Most have found places to sit while they wait. And because you had no competition from any other players, congratulations, you got the coveted couch seat. Everyone else just sort of found space on the floor or the arm of the couch. Almost as a reward, a cat jumps into your lap.
Oh.
Victoria, what are your plans for the summer? Do you have a boyfriend? Are you gonna get a boyfriend?
I'm going to be a free agent over the summer, I think. I'm gonna, play the field, as it were. Train hard. I want to join the, we're doing Miskatonic. We're the squids right now. I want to become one of the Arkham Tentacles. I want to go pro.
You're gonna go pro? I bet you're gonna play the field, you slut, Vicky! After a moment, you realize something. What is up with this cat? It's just been sitting in your lap, straight up, not curled and comfortable or anything. It's just been staring directly at you. You notice its fur is a bit muddled and gross. Whose cat is this? Roll intelligence.
Oh.
That's probably not great.
Got some bad news, my dude. Nope, that's not gonna do it. It's a 55 and a 45.
Your friend Maureen just kind of looks around and is like, is this Forrest's cat? And she goes to pet it a little bit. The thing doesn't really move. It just kind of sits there and takes the petting, but it's just sitting there and everything. And then somebody else in the room just goes, Forrest doesn't have a cat.
Do you guys want to feed it vodka?
roll sanity really quick.
That's a 16. I beat it.
All right, you actually got it? Okay, yeah. So you don't take any sanity damage. Lightning flashes, and you notice the cat's eyes are completely glazed over, yet it's staring directly into your eyes. Now roll sanity again. What is up with this fucking cat?
That's even better. That's a 4.
Vicky, is that a raccoon? What is that?
It's just a gross cat. I think we should feed it vodka.
Really on that train. Suddenly the cat hisses in a crazy tone. It sounds wrong and almost painful to your ears. It strikes, biting your hand quickly before jumping off your lap. You take 1 damage.
This cat sucks, guys.
And then we're gonna cut back to everybody else that was down in the lighting, or trying to get the lights back on. Howie and Randall are at the breaker box, and they're fiddling with it. Why don't you roll mechanics, or some sort of mechanical skill? I don't know, look at your skill sheets and see what you're good at. I don't know if any of you are any good at anything.
Actually, I have mechanical repair on mine.
There you go, try and roll that.
I'm a great listener.
All right, brother. Let's give it a shot. Oh, I fucked it up real bad, buddy. I don't think these lights are ever coming back on. I got but I know what we do got.
Yeah. You press the heavy
directly into camera, and I say, "I would have fixed it if I wasn't so high."
You press the heavy switch on the breaker box and it thuds into the on position with a loud click, and you wait a moment to see if the ceiling lights turn back on, but there's no dice. So as you're fiddling with that, Jezebel, who's right around the corner, sees this horrifying visage starting to get a little bit closer to you. Do you got a light?
She steps forward. Are you here to possess my soul?
I'm here to do more than that. And he starts to lunge at you. Roll dodge.
I'll roll dodge, yeah. I'll step out of the way a little bit. That, my friend, is... I don't know what my dodge is. I rolled a 71.
That's probably not it. Your dodge is half your dex. Okay, so, hey Chris, I hate to do, well, he grabs onto you, and he opens his mouth way too wide, and smoke starts to billow out of his mouth, and it's trying to get into your mouth. Roll strength to see if you can break away from his grasp.
I rolled a 4, so...
You definitely got away. So you managed to break away, and he falls face first onto the ground, because he was... He just kind of, as you get away from him, he falls face first on the ground. So now this guy's on the ground, and you got away from him.
I'll stomp on his head.
Nice. You got to stomp on his head, and you feel like you may have killed him. He lays still.
Good.
Howie and Randall, you hear this from around the corner.
Hey, bro, Ren, do you hear that too? You hear sound like someone got their head smashed in, or that's?
Well, it happens all the time, man. It happens every day, man. Everywhere around the world, someone gets their head stopped in.
God, you're so goddamn smart, Howie.
Yeah.
God, I wish I was in high school for as long as you were, because man, you are a genius.
I'm telling you, man. It's all up here. It's in here. It's around here. It's up around. It's in here and up and around there.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, the body gets up, but just like on its like legs, and its legs almost break in a weird way, and it scurries up the wall and goes into a vent in the ceiling above Jezebel. But you hear all that from around the corner, just like.
All right, Howard. I think we should check this out. Let's go over there. Come on.
I'm about to say, I walk to the guys.
So calm about all this.
I think I might have killed a demon, but then it came back to life.
There's a lot of that going around, man. We all have demons to kill, you know.
Yeah. I forgot Forrest was with you guys.
Kill your demons.
I forgot to mention that Forrest was with you guys the whole time.
Forrest might get something done.
Forrest was in the bathroom. Yeah, Forrest was in the bathroom, and he comes back out. He's like, "Hey, you guys get the power back on? What's going on, hey?"
Hey, Forrest, I want you to look around really quick and tell me if you think the power came back. Nope, no, it's still off.
Ready, you're hilarious, man. That's hilarious.
Hey, if it's not gonna work, let's just...
all around here. It's all around here.
If that's not gonna work, let's just get back to the party. Let's just get back to the party, guys. Jezebel, what's that on your shoe? What's going on? You stepping something?
I defeated it. It's probably coming for you next.
Jezebel, you freaked me out. That's great. Let's go back to the party. So, everybody, I'm just gonna move it along. Everybody makes their way back to the party. It's still dark. The cat situation just happened, so you all step through the door and a cat runs between your feet, and out the door.
Hey, what's up, Gabber?
The cat sucks!
What's wrong?
Who brought their cat? Who brought their cat? This is a no-cat party! There's no cat here! No!
Hey, the only cat here is me, and I'm the coolest cat.
You got a good point there. You got a good point there.
Yes, Jezebel just goes.
Forrest, I think that you should retract your denial of anyone for being at this party, because this is a free society, and anyone's allowed to be here. But also, what's wrong with the cat?
You got a good point. That cat is allowed to stay if it comes back. I will give that cat a beer.
Give him vodka!
I will give that cat vodka.
Hell yeah!
I walk up to Victoria. Oh, did the pretty cat scratch the pretty lady? Do you need me to kiss it to make it better?
Oh, please do.
Not with that shade of lipstick, no.
You wish.
As you guys
Floats back staring at you.
in the darkness. As Forrest goes to shut the door behind him, it hits something and opens again. And he turns around and he's like, "What the?" And it slowly opens and a figure is standing in the frame. He's slumped over, his clothes appear to have dried blood and rips all over them. And his chest is covered in what look to be fatal wounds. His skin has a darkened green with char marks. You hear the sound of a bong rip coming from the man as he slowly raises his head to look at you, a boot print on his face. His eyes are smoking green deep pits, and his mouth is cracked. He speaks, and smoke comes out of his mouth as he does. Got a light? There's a moment until someone goes, Frank Charlton, is that you? Good lord, what's up with your... And in a flash, the figure lunges at the Inquisitor, grappling him hard and opening its mouth impossibly wide. Everyone in the room screams and begins to scatter. The monster pries its victim's mouth open, breaking his jaw, and then seems to blow a large amount of green smoke into the person's mouth, which looks very painful, but the man is unable to scream in response due to the suffocating smoke. The monster then sucks in the smoke, the bong rip sound again as it does. The man seems to char and shrivel until finally turning to ash and crumbling in the monster's arms. Everybody roll sanity really quick. So you all passed, it sounded like?
Yeah, that wasn't as scary as it just going dark suddenly.
As scary as that lights turning off.
If you passed, roll 1d6.
Not you.
I got a 4.
Okay.
I got a 6.
That's how much...
devil's number.
You got a 6.
The only way to get rid of the devil's number is smoke the devil's grass.
It's true. What did everybody else get?
I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2?
Hey, Howie.
I got 6.
Howie.
You got a 6? Jeez. Howie.
Howie.
Okay.
Yeah. What's going on, Howie? Oh, Randy. Oh,
I got another
Randy.
joint.
Alrighty. So, everyone should probably find a way to hide or run because...
Come out of nowhere.
Everybody should probably find a way to hide or run because the shit has just hit the fan. One at a time, tell me what your first reaction is. So, we'll go with Victoria first.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom and have the girls follow me.
Roll,
Sandy.
Roll speed or what's a movement thing? What do you think with movement?
Probably dex.
Dex.
Dexterity.
Probably
Yeah,
dex.
probably dex.
Okay, roll dex.
That sounds right.
Yeah, it's 43 under, or 42 under 70.
You passed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of them managed to get it. You get into the bathroom. You said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. All of you get into the bathroom and you lock the door behind you, and Maureen's holding the door, trying to keep it locked and everything. Let's go with Jezebel. What do you do?
She just walks backwards and pulls like a curtain over her.
Roll hide.
Roll
Or
hide.
stealth. I think it's stealth.
Roll hard.
Roll hard.
Righteous.
35. What's stealth? 20. Oh, I have stealth as a skill. I passed. How about
You passed?
that?
Okay, yeah, that manages to actually work. You do it so subtly and there's so much chaos going on that you just go, and it's almost like you've disappeared from the room. Randall, what do you... Well, Randall and Howie, you two are pretty buddy-buddy. What do you do at the same time?
I rip a phone book in half. No,
Ty almost choked. But what do you two do to get away?
Can I use my skill?
You can! Your
First?
secret thing. Yeah, go for it.
45.
Which, did that pass?
I don't... Intelligence, you said, right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, God. Okay, so, you
Intelligence, 89.
you go to recall, you're just like, oh yeah, I think there's like a weird little hatch in this room that opens up to like a vent that we can hide in, and you say that out loud, and somebody else who's panicking just goes, oh God, I gotta get out of here, and he runs to where you said that hatch was, but it's not there, and Frank, the monster, just lunges at the guy and rips him in half, and then smokes out of both sides of him until he turns into dust. So you have another chance to get away.
Oh yeah, man, that's upstairs. That's the
Oh man, they took that one out in the 50s.
Yeah, that's right. My second year here. Yeah.
So, Howie, you have an opportunity to save Randall. How do you and Randall get out of here?
All right, well, we need to go outside to smoke, so I'm going to go ahead and just pull him out the kitchen and out the back door.
Out the back door. Okay, so you guys are in like a balcony. It's the fire escape of sorts. So you managed to hide out there, and there's like enough of a brick wall that you guys can hide. But Tom, you roll luck. It's whoever has the lowest luck has to roll it.
Alright. It's 62.
So you failed. So you see Frank. He's everybody's kind of scattered. So now it's literally just the people who have hidden and stuff. Everybody else managed to find ways to get out of the room or hide or anything like that. So now it's a little bit calmer in the room, and Frank is just kind of looking around, and he's sniffing the air, And then all of a sudden, on the balcony with you, right above you, is that cat from earlier. And it's just staring at you from up above. What do you want to do to it? Or what do you... It's like starting to hunch its back legs back like it's about to pounce.
Alright, hold on a second. I think
It waits.
Chill out, man.
Randy, I want you to try this. Some Mongolian thunderfuck. It's a real
Pass it over
serious,
here, brother.
It's a real serious strain, and it has special powers. I'm gonna put that out there. I'm gonna put that out there.
So you light this up and you blow it?
Blow it up towards the cat.
At the cat? Okay, so Mongolian thunderfuck is what you said?
Mongolian thunderfuck.
So you see the cat, it's about to pounce. It's about to pounce, and then you blow the smoke in its face, and it just goes, and it falls, hits the railing, and falls all the way down onto the floor.
Oh, yeah.
And it
I
looks
looked
like
directly in the camera, really quick, and I said, "We would have died if we didn't smoke weed."
And because the cat,
really conflicting
the
messages.
cat didn't really give away your position, so Frank looks around, and if you peek around the window, you can see him like looking around. And then he hears a scream come from the hallway, and his head turns all the way around first, then the rest of his body follows, and he runs out into the hall to chase whatever noises he just heard. So now, you're all back in the room. You hide for a little bit longer than you should, to make sure that you're safe and everything like that. And it turns out, after a little bit of time, you don't see any indication that Frank might still be in the building, so you seem you're safe for now. You can't believe what you just saw. Your old friend, Frank Charlton, who's been absent for weeks now, just smoked a bunch of people. Everybody roll sanity. Okay, so everybody passed? Yeah, everybody roll 1d6 sanity damage then.
Back in?
Yeah.
From the balcony. I turn to Howie and I go, "Hey man, as my apprentice, I think you're all right, bro. I think you're I know, it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Randy, you just made me the happiest girl in the world. Oh my god.
I know, man. Hey, Howie. Here's another joint."
Keep going, sweet, bro. Alright, I'll take that.
Here we go.
Alrighty. So it's too dangerous to leave the dormitory, and Frank's sudden reappearance needs to be discussed with all of your friends who are close to him. So it's important for the group to meet back up. You all meet back up in Forest Storm, which appears to be safe. Which appears to be a safe place for now. So literally everybody that you guys could have picked as player characters. So Veronica, Randall, Howie, Jezebel, Curtis, Kirk, Melissa, Forrest, Claude, and Mabel are all in this room. They're all. You have Kirk, who's barring up all the doors to make sure nothing can break in while we discuss these and everything, and just try to hunker down and stuff in the meantime. Forrest just goes, "Whoa, that was fun. This party is not fun for people anymore. That really upsets me. Oh God, who knows anything about Frank Charlton? Where the fuck did he come from? I thought he quit. I thought he quit school."
Sure.
Dave, I wanted to roll a Mythos check.
I like this Tom thing.
If I read anything about demons smoking people.
Yeah, okay. Roll Mythos. Yeah.
My headphones for a second there.
I got a 26, so I passed.
Nice going, bro.
Got 50.
Okay, so you would know that you've read a mystical tome once that mentioned demons that can smoke people from the inside out. And I believe it was called the Tome of Dare, that mentioned such beings as these. But yes, there's something mystical going on with these.
Did I get that book from a store called Deja Vu? That's where I bought my book.
That's where I buy all my books. Hey, Veronica, why don't you roll me an idea check?
Sure.
For once in your
That's
fucking
very good.
life.
That's an 11.
All right. So
An 11 is
Forrest,
very good.
Forrest just asked if anybody knew anything about what's it called, Frank Charlton, and it might be a good idea to maybe tell people your secret.
I think he was gone missing a while ago, and it probably wasn't that he got expelled. I think he just like something happened.
What would make you say something like that? What do you know him?
We all knew him, right?
Well,
Right,
none of us
girls?
knew that though.
I didn't know Frank. Man, I didn't know.
Mabel kind of looks at you a little bit funny and just like, yeah, wait, why do you think something like that happened?
'Cause he would never get expelled. He's too, classically handsome.
You
you think
this
Frank
seems
is
a little
handsome?
Fishy, man. I
Have
don't
you
know.
seen his long black hair and the pompadour and his cheetah print shirt?
Kirk, after banging on the walls, just like, wait, were you like a thing with Frank?
I like things, and I have lots of things.
But with Frank, right?
Well, a little bit, yeah.
You were fooling around with Frank? You were fooling around.
I fooled around with Frank, yeah!
Mabel looks at you. Mabel looks at you
Jezebel
so
walks in
stern.
between them.
Yeah, Mabel looks at you
Howie.
so stern, and she just goes, "You fucking bitch!" And she tries to smack you across the face. Roll dodge.
Sure. That's a 26.
Nice. So
Wow,
you managed
damn.
to like underneath her swing, and you have a moment to parry.
I am going to backhand her.
Oh god.
Roll
roll.
melee.
Yeah, melee.
That is hot dog.
That's a 16. What's my fighting brawl? It's a 25.
So you punch her in the face.
No, I backhand her.
Yeah, oh yeah, you backhand her.
Please.
The semantics here are very important for
It's
cat.
not a punch, it's a
Me and Howie
backhand.
bro fist really quick.
She takes
Right to your screen, Mike.
What?
she takes
Bro
4
fist.
damage.
Oh, yeah.
So she falls flat on her face and she rubs her cheek. And then as she's sitting on the ground, she pulls a necklace out from her shirt. It's just a heart-shaped pendant on her neck that has a picture of Frank Charlton in it. It's like, you weren't seeing Frank Charlton, I was seeing Frank Charlton, you bitch!
Whoa!
Bitch, please, we all have one. I pull out my own heart-shaped pendant that I have.
Oh my god.
You fucking
They're like $5 at 70 store for Walgreens.
I pull one out.
This
Sure.
Frank Charlton was a real Casanova. I pull out my own heart. Just kidding.
Nope, it's canon.
It's kidding. We can't. I mean, we can if it's allowed.
Jezebel's gonna step in between the cheerleader and what's his name? I forgot already.
Mabel.
No, Kirk. And say, why, Kirk? Is there a problem?
no, I just wasn't
She
expecting...
has a thing for Frank Charlton, so like, do you have a thing for her? Is that it,
No, I don't have a thing for her.
Kirk?
I mean...
You could.
You Did you both say that at the same time? 'Cause that was fucking creepy. No, I don't have a thing for Victoria. She's not my type.
I'm not your type yet.
Whoa.
Whoa. How about that? Whoa.
Dang.
Fuck.
Um,
Breaking character. I think I should have said bitch.
Yeah.
Howie, roll an idea check.
All right, that's what I do.
This Frank Charlton is a real POW. Real piece of work.
Oh, I rolled 35.
35?
I think I got that.
You did it. It might be time for your secret to come out.
All right, speaking of Frank, hold on a second. Everyone shut the fuck up. Frank.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Howie is talking.
It all happened a few days ago. When I...
Shit, man.
This is Howie's moment.
You're really gonna earn that pin.
A couple days ago, I went into. Wait, can I tell my whole secret? All right, I'm gonna tell my whole secret.
Yeah, you can tell the whole thing.
I think.
I'm gonna open up to y'all guys.
No, you have to,
I
bro.
feel really safe here, and I feel like we're all friends. A couple days ago, I overheard a conversation that happened between. God damn it, what's his name? Let me look at my notebook here.
You really overheard it. You wrote it down.
I wrote it down. Y'all don't know this, but I'll write down everything. Between Claude, y'all know who Claude is? He's
in the corner. He kind of...
honor student has a whole lot of hand to him. He's kind of a dick about everything. he was talking to Frank, the man that we're talking about, and he said,
I mean, people talk to Frank, buddy.
Claude, were you sleeping with Frank?
I was.
No.
You were sleeping in the corner.
All right, I'll speed up the story because people are getting lost in the details. All right, Frank and Claude were talking, and anyway, Claude got some weed, and he said this weed is the best weed ever. It came from somewhere crazy, and it does crazy shit to you.
Bull roar! I have the best weed ever.
I know, Randy, you do. Don't get me wrong. This is what Claude was saying. Claude's a goddamn fucking idiot liar. All right, Claude, I love you. Nothing but love. One love. You're a goddamn fucking fool. All right. So anyway, Claude said this. I overheard it. I went into the room. I took his weed. I'm sorry, Claude. I owe you a dime. But this weed is fucked, brother. This weed is bad. It's not supposed to blow out green. All right? It's not pesticide. But, no.
Claude is sitting.
To be fair, it's pretty good weed. What?
Claude is.
It did kill a cat.
He's sitting in the corner and he's sweating a little bit. But he doesn't want to move or anything, and he tries to keep this air of, you know.
Can I do something?
Yeah.
Or I turn toward Claude. I'm like, hey, that's Claude over there, man. Isn't it? That's Claude over there. You got weed from Claude, that guy in the corner over there. Who's that guy?
Randy,
right?
Randy's telling the truth right now. He knows what he's talking about.
Is that what you're saying to me?
You stole the weed from my room?
Oh, Claude, yes. Yeah, that was a good time to tell you. You probably have heard from some sources, but yes, I did steal your weed.
Oh, that's not good. And he sits in the corner and he still looks really pissed off, but he's keeping his lips sealed.
All right. Well, I'm sorry, buddy. Hey, buddy, I'm really sorry, but I'll make it up to you. Was that weed really important to you or something?
Yeah, it was kind of important, and nobody probably should have had any of it.
Why not? Why not, brother? It's weeds. You should be shared amongst your family and friends.
I'm not telling you. I won't speak without a lawyer.
I'm going to walk up to Claude and grab his lapels.
Oh, you go to walk up to Claude, but then Curtis bumps in the way and he's like, whoa, they're a little missy. I can't let you get close to Claude. You can't do that. No.
I'm going to say, Sandy, Maureen, tackle this nerd!
The two go, oh no, I don't have my cootie shot. I can't hit a girl, I can't do it. They just like tackle him, and they just like, they're like that hard of a punch, and it's just like, I don't know how to deal with girls, this is my one weakness. So he gets knocked to the side. Yeah, he gets knocked to the side, leaving Claude wide open, and Claude now looks super panicked because Victoria's coming up to him.
I'm gonna grab him by his lapels and say, I don't know if you were fucking my boyfriend or trying to poison us with weed, but I didn't know what's happening right now, Claude.
I did. I'm not sleeping with him. That's for sure.
I don't believe you. I'm gonna slap him.
Okay, slap him. Do it.
That's a 23, which is under my melee. It's 25.
Alrighty. So you do 3 damage to him.
Tell me the truth, Claude!
Okay. Just don't hit me again. All right. Okay. I'll tell you what happened, but I doubt you'll even believe me. Okay. I saw the new biology teacher bring a cat to life in this secret room in the back of his lab. And he just waits to see if you notice what he just said.
Right.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
Hey, Jack. We saw a cat.
I think that might have been the same cat.
That cat sucked, Claude!
That cat sucked. Don't hit me again. Okay. I saw him bring a cat back to life. And I want to live forever. So when the teacher went on sabbatical, I stole the weird stuff that brought the cat back from his secret room. And he looks a little bit worried about it, and he's like, and well, I, using my fabulous knowledge and chemistry skills, turned it into weed, and then I decided
Shakespeare.
I decided to get back at Frank because he's always been such a dick to me. So, I invited Frank to smoke the weed that would make it so that you could live forever or come back from the dead, and maybe I locked him in the dorm basement and killed him every day I felt some rage. And I just kept killing him and locking him up in the basement over and over again. Until one day I went down to the basement and he wasn't there anymore. So that's my story.
All right. Wow.
First. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Kirk then pumps up and he grabs Claude from you, Victoria, and he punches him in the face so hard that he sprawls across the floor. And Kirk goes, I broke into the basement the other day, and when I did that, something ran out of the basement, and all of a sudden Vittoria Nangelo was fucking dead.
Oh, the math teacher, right? Or was she the biology teacher, or was she this...
She was the cool science teacher.
You hear some disembodied voice from, like, the parking lot. Social science.
Yeah, the cool sciences.
The cool science.
Yeah.
Um,
Cool sciences, she says.
But Melissa then pipes up and goes, that checks out because I know how Vittoria and Angelo died. The faculty came to me to tell me about it because they knew that I was her favorite student and they thought that I deserved to know the truth. But Vittoria and Angelo was attacked outside of the dorms the other night, and it must have been from Frank Charlton.
Where? Oh,
well.
you kid! You fucking kids!
Jezebel, roll an idea check.
That's me.
Yep.
I was waiting to say something, and then oh no. An idea check from me. It's a 32.
I love how Randy's just like, fucking all these kids that I'm hanging out with.
Yeah, I've been here for 6 fucking
Is that under?
years.
Is that Cthulhu's Mythos? or
No,
what?
no, it's just your intelligence.
Intelligence. Oh man, yeah, I'm super smart. 32 and
I
my
wanna say
intelligence is 70, so I passed by a ton.
Yeah. Okay, so you hear Claude mention this secret room, and you know that there might be something mystical going on with these things, so you can surmise that you might want to get to the secret room to stop these things.
Look, first off, Claude, you're way cooler than I thought, because I wish I had someone I could go kill all the time that would come back to life when I'm full of rage.
You hear that,
I don't want
Claude?
to be alone with this chick.
But they never come back.
Fuck.
Besides that, I think that it's more than just some sort of super weed thing that you have. It's probably the dark arts, which I study extensively in my spare time, in the books I buy, and the cuts I make on my arm.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck, that got dark.
So we should go to the secret room, I guess. That's probably our best bet. That's where I'm gonna go.
There are no secret rooms for Randall.
That is true.
What do you